G'day guys, welcome to my Rxys V2 video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Hyundai Aleague for Week 14's predictions for 2020 guys, so let's get started. So this first match of this game we see the Newcastle Jets going up against the Sydney FC. Now what I can say about this one is Newcastle Jets are very terrible. They are so shocking into one of these matches, and what I can say about this one is not a lot of teams can basically win, so you're going to pick like a wooden spooner. So basically what it is if you don't get these many wins, it goes down to wooden spoon. But then once like you hit higher up, that means you're a world-class team. But what I can say about this one is Sydney FC are a world-class team, and really what I can say about this one is they will gobsmack the Newcastle Jets. And really what I can say about this one is hopefully if they do, I reckon they would, because Sydney FC would basically put like either 3-1 against the Newcastle Jets, or I reckon 2-1 are against the Newcastle Jets. But really what I can say about this one is I'm going to turn things around. I'm going to say I'm definitely going to go with the Newcastle Jets on this one. If they get a win here, I'll definitely be surprised, because they are due for a win. They haven't really basically win any games, and it's just disappointing for these fans to go to these matches and then thinking, oh, Newcastle Jets are terrible because they haven't won any matches. Really what I can say about this one is I reckon Newcastle Jets will definitely fire up for this one, and I reckon they would, and I'm going to go with 2-1 for the prediction of the scoreline for this one. And really what I can say about this one is if they win this match, I'm definitely going to be happy. I'm definitely going to be surprised, and hopefully the fans will definitely like this one anyway. But really what I can say about this one is they are due for a win. Newcastle Jets will definitely improve themselves if they can up against the Sydney FC anyway, but hopefully if they can, I'm definitely going to be right on this one. But really what I can say about this one is I'm going to go with 3-1 the scoreline, and yeah, hopefully if Newcastle Jets win, I'll definitely be happy. The next game of this round, we see the Wellington Phoenix going up against the Western Sydney Wanderers. Now, really what I can say about this club and these two clubs, Wellington Phoenix are very good into their attack. They've lost their capability into losing a couple of matches, but really what I can say about this clash, I just think Wellington Phoenix will step up, they will win a game, and I reckon they would up against the Western Sydney Wanderers. I would definitely put this, I just think I'll definitely put this bet on, but I'm not too sure about this game because it is a low scoring game, and I think that these type of matches like Wellington and Western Sydney Wanderers, I just don't think it will be a high scoring match. But really for this game is hopefully if the Wellington Phoenix get the job done, they probably would anyway. But really for a fact is Wellington Phoenix have basically lost a couple of matches, but then they came up and then basically stood up and they took home with a couple of wins anyway. But really what I can say about this one is if Western Sydney Wanderers can win a game, they can, but they have to improve themselves that they can play decent football, and they probably would anyway. But really what I can say about this one is I just think Western Sydney Wanderers will win this one, and they would anyway. I'm going to go with 3-0 on this one, and I just think how the way they're going to play their style of football is absolutely going to be phenomenal, and how the way they are playing their football is absolutely crazy. But I just think that I'm going to go with 3-0 on this one, and I just think Western Sydney Wanderers will definitely win by a long shot here, and I just think they would anyway. How the way they're playing their style of football will turn things around. The next game of this round, we see Brisbane Roar versus the Melbourne City. Now, I just think how the way this football is going to be played, it's absolutely going to be phenomenal. I just think that if these type of players are going to be winning with an absolute spirit, it's definitely going to be Melbourne City, because they've got Jane McLaren, the best in the business, and I think he is going to score 3 or 2 goals. And I really think for a fact that I just think Melbourne City will put a long score line against the Brisbane Roar anyway. But Brisbane Roar have got a lot of talent, but they have not got a lot of talent enough support that they need. But really, I just think how the way this football is for them, for Melbourne City, is absolutely crazy and absolutely phenomenal. But really, I just think how the way they're going to play their style of football is absolutely going to be crazy. So what I can predict is I'm definitely going to go with the Melbourne City on this one, and I'm going to go with 2-0 on this one, and I recommend Jamie McLaren is definitely going to score 2 goals, and I reckon he would. But I like this player. He is an absolute great player. When I've seen this guy play, he is absolutely crazy. His skills are absolutely incredible and phenomenal and awesome. But really, he has dedicated the most games to absolutely sensation. But really, for a fact is, I just think how the way this style of football is going to be played, Brisbane Roar might come home with the win, but I'm not too sure on this one. So I'm going to go with the Melbourne City on this one, and I'm definitely going to go with 2-0. How the way they're going to play their style of football, Melbourne City are just going to have their sensation going to be put onto them. I recommend they probably are anyway, so I'm going to go with the Melbourne City anyway. The next game of this round, we see the Perth Glory going up against the Adelaide United. Now, if I can say about this game, like these type of games, for the Adelaide United, they play really well. Sometimes they get a loss, like happened last time against Western Sydney Wanderers, and just for a fact that I don't think that Perth Glory are just horrible. Sometimes they come back and get a home win, but really for a fact is I'm not too sure about this game. It's not going to be critical, but it's going to be really frustrating to see, like, getting a tie or getting a win. But whoever's going to get this win, I recommend it's going to be Adelaide United anyway. But really for a fact is, I'm going to turn things around for this one. I'm going to say I'm definitely going to go with the Perth Glory side, and I'm going to go with 2-0. Really for a fact is, they are a great football side. Perth Glory are very sensational. They've just been very, grateful into their attack. Sometimes in later on, other weeks ago, they've been horrible and they haven't won any games for the past couple of weeks anyway. But they've came back with a win, and they've just took it with an actual champions. But really for a fact is, I like Perth Glory because they're interesting side and they are a very good side. So I'm going to go with this one, 2-0 for the Perth Glory side. Hopefully they can get a win against Adelaide United, but I'm not too sure. Adelaide United will probably get a win here, but I'm definitely going to go with the Perth Glory side, 2-0 anyway. And finally, the next game of this round, we see the Central Coast Mariners going up against the Melbourne Victory. Now, okay, what I can say about this game is really for a fact that Central Coast Mariners are very good into their attack. Sometimes they do win. They did win up against the Western United. They've won up against the Adelaide United, which is the rematch. But they've lost against Wellington Phoenix. I just think they're going to probably lose against Sydney FC because they're one of the top teams in the comp. I just think how the way this formation is, it's definitely going to be crazy. But really for a fact is, Melbourne Victory haven't been that great, but it's going to be hard for this decision. Only because that Melbourne Victory have been great into their attack, but sometimes though, they're just being so sloppy and very terrible. But Central Coast Mariners though, I'm definitely going to go for you guys. I reckon you guys will win this game. I'm going to go with 3-1 on this one for this scoreline and for this prediction, only because I reckon the Central Coast Mariners though will definitely get a win, and they will be due for a win because they've lost against Wellington Phoenix, but really for a fact is they've lost against Adelaide United also. So I'm definitely going to go with you guys, only because you guys need to win a game. Just because you are great into their attack doesn't mean that you guys are very good. Like, sometimes you guys just need to have your positions right. But I'm going to go with the Central Coast Mariners on this one, and I'm going to go with 3-1. Thanks guys for watching my video, guys. Stay tuned for more. I will be doing a couple of videos coming to you soon. Also, I'll be doing more videos coming to you guys soon, so stay tuned for more. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel and to this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, take care guys, stay safe, and have a good one.